Chemical pregnancies. Chemical pregnancies is one of those things that we don't really talk about. Some people even question if it's a loss. In today's episode, we'll be diving into what chemical pregnancies are, what happens when you experience them, and how to avoid them in the future. And most importantly, I want you to know if you've had a chemical, it's not your fault. You're not broken, and you're going to bring your baby home. Let's dive in. If you've been following me for a minute, you know that I say there's 3 stages to getting pregnant. Stage number 1 is, are you dropping an egg? Stage number 2 is that egg fertilizing and implanting? And stage number 3 is carrying to term. Chemical pregnancies are a stage number 2 challenge. A chemical pregnancy is considered an early loss, usually earlier than 5 weeks. What it means is that the egg has fertilized, has turned into an embryo, burrowed into the lining enough that your body starts to recognize that you are pregnant and produce higher amounts of HCG. However, it does not show up on an ultrasound or make it past 5 weeks. Chemicals are hard because they give you the hope that you've finally seen the 2 pink lines, and then that hope is lost when it doesn't make it past 5 weeks. If you have experienced a chemical, I am sending you love. Please don't ever feel like it's not a true loss, because it is. Your body registered the pregnancy. The egg did fertilize. You were just unable to carry to term. New research has come out that 50% of chemical pregnancies, 50%, are due to the sperm, and more specifically, the DNA fragmentation. So, as I suggest with most of my clients, make sure you get a sperm analysis done and the DNA fragmentation to get a deeper look at what is going on with the sperm health, especially if you've had repeated chemicals. Now, I don't say this for you to go and blame your partner and say 50% of the chemicals are your fault. I say this because knowledge is power. And by figuring out what is going on with the sperm, we can get on the right supplements to make it healthier and stronger and have better quality, so we can decrease the number of chemicals that we have. When someone comes to me who's had more than one chemical, there are a few things that I look at to help them on their journey to sustaining pregnancy. The very first thing we want to do is look at their progesterone on 7 days DPO done by blood work. A dip in progesterone or not having enough progesterone can cause a chemical to happen. The second thing we want to look for is that luteal phase is long enough for that egg to burrow into the uterine lining before it starts to shed. The next thing we want to do is look at your thyroid and your overall health and make sure that it's in the optimal zone for fertility and not either too high or too low. Both of the extremes can affect your body's ability to implant. And last but not least, we do want to look at inflammation and the uterine environment. If we have any bacteria, infections, fibroids, polyps, all of those can play a major factor in your egg's ability to implant or your embryo's ability to implant. We want to make sure we are creating the healthiest environment possible, and that also means looking at overall inflammation within the body. I have worked with women who have had 1 or 2, maybe even 3 or 4 chemical pregnancies, and it doesn't get any easier. The waiting, the heartbreak, the wondering if this is the one that's going to stick. Yeah. But I want you to know it's not your fault. And when we start to dissect what's going on with your progesterone, your thyroid, inflammation in your body, the health of the sperm, and your overall health, we can start to make sense of what is going on and get clear next steps. If you had a chemical and you've got 1,000 questions, why, what is going on with my body, I want you to take this video and save it. Look at the checklist and take it to your doctor to see if you can get some additional testing. Also, I want you to know you're not broken. You're not broken. We are just going to find the missing piece or the thing that takes us from chemical to carrying to term. And sometimes that could be a small shift in supplements for you or your partner, in your diet, decreasing stress and exercise. Maybe it's even getting on thyroid medication. There is a way through this. But I want you to know you're not alone. You're not the only one that has experienced a chemical. But there is hope on the other side. As always, I am here for you, and you've got this. And when you don't got this, I've got you. Baby dust for all.